this, unfortunately, some family matters meant that he couldn't come with us today. So we're doing this call. We're going to have some Q&A in a second. But first and foremost, what I'd like to do is introduce Mike, Horst and Ralph. So Mike, if you'd like to just introduce yourself and get the guys to say who they are, and then we'll move on from there.
Sure. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
We have to share the headset later because somehow it's too much background noise. We're still here in the hotel, and John is back there, by the way. Oh, okay.
Oh God, Sharon's turned up.
I'm so sorry for my delay.
She does it all the time, Mike. She does.
Sorry.
You're right on time. You're right on time. Okay.
Okay, my name's Sharon. Sorry, what's your name?
Hi, Sharon. Mike. You just came at the right moment because John asked me to introduce myself.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You haven't missed anything, Sharon.
No, not yet. So, first of all, thank you guys for taking the time and setting the call up. My name is Mike Kiefer. I'm from Switzerland originally. Live in Spain since a couple of years. Doing network marketing in easy words since 20 years with ups and downs, but I love the industry. I just love the possibility of network marketing. I love seeing people getting their goals in life, and that's what's kept me going over the last years. I don't know how detailed you want to have the instruction, but in short words, I got a little bit tired of the industry, to be honest, in terms of companies who promote a lot and deliver nothing, let's say it like this. And that's actually, in a positive sense, how USI-TECH came, or how do I came to USI-TECH, because I was looking for possibilities to make more money with my own money. I was looking for trading possibilities, investment possibilities for myself. And the young guy here on the right side, Ralph, a friend of mine since a couple of years, Horst as well, they introduced himself. But I was asking Ralph, because he's in financial business about 30 years and this is a trader by himself. I wanted to learn more about Forex trading. But, you know, as a networker, I'm not so patient. So I realized that's nothing for me. And we got introduced to the team who developed the trading software that we're using since a couple of years, or by the way, already, but with accounts over 100,000, and that we use in USI-TECH since November 1st, since we launched. And I was fascinated about the possibility just to have it on my own broker account and see it running. So, you know, the questions, do I ever see my money again? Can I take it out? Is it real? It can be more transparent. It can be more real than we have it right now. So we started November 1st, 2016. Since then, it was an amazing journey. Is that the right word in English? Very exciting times. We're growing amazingly fast. I think we're 35, 45 countries meanwhile. But if you ask me why, it's because it's transparent. People see it's real. It's a real deal. It's not blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong, and respect to all the other companies out there. And let me maybe go into details later. There are probably questions coming. Let me introduce you to Horst. Otherwise, it will take too long if I continue talking. Horst, what's that introduction?
So, hi guys. Let me introduce myself. I am from Germany and with one of the co-founders of USI-TECH, and my background is the industrial management. I was leading manager over the last 20 years in the industrial industry, most of the time in the security business. I mean, industrial security, like video surveillance and so on. And I was leading a company in the US as well. I lived there for 6 years, and I was responsible for the Variant company. And I was part of the going public scenario in this company. So I brought in also with my effort to the stock market, and I did this already 3 times with other companies. And the reason why I shared USI-TECH, I have learned about the software during the last 8 years. I was excited about the possibility the quality of the Forex software, and I was also fascinated of the idea to come up with something that's available for every people, not only people who are trading with 100,000, 150,000 euros or dollars as an investment. So we are totally overwhelmed about the success during the last months. I can say, especially with our new product, the BTC package product, that's absolutely far away from whatever we expected. With over 50,000 packages within 3 weeks, it is more than we ever expected it, and that's our journey. So we are on the way to spread out all over Asia, USA, Europe as well. Eastern Europe is now our focus, and happy to have you on board if you want to join USI-TECH. And yes, we are with our co-founders a perfect team, because everybody is an experienced person in this way. Like Mike for network marketing, like Ralph, he is the genius trading expert. I don't know anything about trading, to be honest. But my part is the management part, and I'm taking care of all the things you can see and you can work with. So thanks, and happy to be within this meeting.
Ralph, kurz vorstellen.
Hi everybody, my name is Ralph Gold. I have 52 years. I make part of USI-TECH for starting on 1st of November. And I'm on financial markets, something like 32 years. I'm a German guy, but I live for 12 years now in Brazil. So this is my part in the USI-TECH is Forex trading, analyze the market, and look for the software functionalities and all this stuff. So I'm more on the financial part of the company. This is what I'm working here. Okay, so nice to meet you, everybody, and I hope we can work together for a long time.
Brilliant, Ralph. Just before you go, it's probably good that you're on the call now. Before we get onto the BTC side, can you just give a very brief overview of the FX trading and how it trades and why it's so successful? Because this is your flagship product. And obviously, up until November, people couldn't get it unless they had 100,000 in their trade account. And you brought that down so you can bring it to the masses. And obviously, more recently, the BTC package, which is just €50 to get involved, which is amazing. But can you just tell us a little bit about how that robot is set up for the guys, so they understand a little bit more about the FX side before we move into the BTC?
Yeah. Okay. So we have a lot of strategies in the Forex market that you can use for earn money in this high risk market. Yeah. And our strategy is not so dynamic strategy, but it's more safe. I can say this like this. Okay. So our strategy is not a tendance strategy or against tendance. Our strategy is a correlation strategy. This means that you make a group of two different currency pairs. So you don't work in one currency pair when the price goes up or when the price goes down. You use two currency pairs and you group these two currency pairs together. A correlation means when one currency pair go up, the other go down. So this is against correlation. Or you group the pairs so when one goes up, the other must go up also. Okay. So you group two currency pairs and you make a configuration what must be happened when a movement goes on. Okay, the best thing is that we don't go with the movement. So when I have here a currency pair and this currency pair goes up, the other goes down. So we will take the points from the down and the points from the up. And then we go in the different of this way. Let me say Euro USD goes up for 1,000 points. On the same time, the USD and the Japanese yen goes down for 1,500 points. So I have a difference from 1,000, 1,500. It's 500 points. This is the price channel where our software is working. So, and now we take 20 currency pairs and we make 10 currency groups. Okay. And all group have a own take profit. Okay, so we have 10 different take profits, and then we make a whole group on these 10 currency groups. We make a whole group, and then all together have a profit from 1.5, 2, 3, 4%. So we will close all orders in the market, and we start the next cycle. This we call a cycle. Okay, so this is how it works. Our strategy. It's not so dynamic like a tendance strategy. Yeah? So we cannot make 10, 15, 20% months, but we also not have the high risk that these other strategies are using. We have a lower risk and we have lower profits. So our profits goes up to 6% months, can be happen with 0, with 2, with 4, with 5, with 6. It's depending on the market movements. Okay, so we have a middle long-term strategy. We have only little lots that we go in the market to have little risk, and our profits are little. But when you go on the whole year, you can see we make 40%, we make 50%, or up to 60% year. And this, I think, this is very much profit on this high risk market. You must survive. You must be on life on this market. This is the principle. To don't lose money and after come to earn money, you know? So when you look on the market and you look people who are working like a trader, working with trading systems, you see them for 3 months, for 4 months, 5, 6 months. And after this time, you will ask them, where is you are, where is your money? And everybody will, I lost my money. 90% of all the people who is working in this market are losing this money, not earning this money. Okay, so the secret on this money is to make little steps, step by step, and not the big steps. So now at this month I will take 20. Next month I will take 50%. On the third month you will lose everything. Okay, so this is how we are working. We are working on a lower risk, with lower profit, with lesser profit, but we have every month a little bit, and at the end of the year we can show our client can see, oh, it's really good. And the next point is, when you look for good softwares in the market, you can find a lot of softwares for free and all the things. So you use the software, and all the software have the same strategy, the tendance strategy. All the softwares work on tendance. This means when I stay here and the price goes up, the software will put everybody who uses the software on this price in the market. Okay, so when the price is on, let me say the price is on 1,000 and the price goes up. So the software will put everybody on 1,000 in the market to take this tendency up, okay, to make money for everybody. This means everybody goes in the same point, in the same price on the market. And now think worldwide, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 people use this software, and everybody use only one lot to go into the market. 50,000 people with one lot are 50,000 lots in one price. This is what the big players, the investment houses, the big banks, the central banks are using to work on the market. So you are moving now with the software, you move the price. The big players will see this and will go against you. They will kill you. And this is why the 90% or 95% of the softwares on the market don't work for long term, work for a month, 2 months, 3 months. The big players see, oh, something is working in our dimension, you know, and they will put the price down. When you go to buy, they will go down until you have your stop loss. They will kill your money and then they go up. And this they will make until you don't have more money. For this, you cannot find a software on the market who works for a long time. And now with our strategy is different, and this is the big point of the software. On our software, it's different because for us, it's not important you go here, or here in the market, because you are not depending on the movement. You are depending on the difference from this and this movement. So for us, it's not important where you go into the market. So we put everybody on a different price into the market, and this means you go in and out to a different price. And for this, everybody who works with our software have a different result. So you make today 1%, I make 5. Next month you make 7, I make 1. You know? So this is the big difference. The big player on the market cannot see us, so nobody will work against us. This is the big point of this software. And because the strategy is really complicated to make a proclamation, nobody want to make this. We need 7 years to make everything running good. 7 years.
I mean, I've seen it working myself, Ralph, and I've been blown away by it. And talking to you today, just to make my understanding a lot clearer. It's a phenomenal product, and I know you guys are extremely proud of it. And I also know that bringing this BTC package into the market, you only brought this in based on you didn't want to jeopardize the flagship product you've already got. You're very conscientious guys, and this BTC package that you brought in because you can deliver on it, and where your goals are, and it's only been in the market for three weeks, and the growth that we've seen and people coming in has been phenomenal. So if we move on to the BTC package, did you want to do this bit, or Horst, did you explain the BTC side?
I will ask, you will explain the BTC package? Yeah, okay, he will do.
Fantastic, thanks, Ralph.
Thank you, guys.
Cool.
Bye-bye.
So, welcome back. So, what's the question?
So, Horst, what we're going to do, if you can just give an outline of the BTC package for the guys on the call, and how you see it going, so just a little bit of an insight of the diversification of that package, if you could.
Okay. So the whole idea is we have shown that we are more or less do understand what we know in terms of trading software and trading at all. Our whole idea was, how can we come up with our own product, as we are not a broker and we are not an investment company at all. So in terms of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin market, it was our idea that we could create a product where we are able to create profit on our side on Bitcoin basis without any legal issues. As you know, if we would take money from our customers in terms of broker or trading possibilities, we need to have our own financial license. In terms of Bitcoins, that's not the case. We are trading with our own software and trading experience. We are trading internally with Bitcoins. What does that mean? Based on our software, our own developed software versions, we are trading in the Bitcoin market. In other words, software is saying when we have to sell, when we have to buy Bitcoins, and we are participating on mining licenses as well, and we are trading Bitcoins against real currencies. This is our knowledge, and I can tell you this market is very profitable. That's why we are creating real money, so to say, in the background, in order to be able to pay out the return of capital, the return of the investment of each package. As you might know, one BTC package is based on 50 euros value in Bitcoin, and we are paying 100%, 140% back in a time period of 140 days, more or less. It's depending on our money-making process in the background, of course, but there's so to say, a routine or an algorithm in place where we always make sure that we can earn enough money, more than enough, to be able to pay out a return of capital. So that's the Bitcoin package. It's very easy. As long as the Bitcoin is in Bitcoin in our company, it stays as a Bitcoin. So no matter how the Bitcoin value goes up and down against currency, it's a Bitcoin. So customers and partners are able to invest or even rebuy packages in our system, and then it's an effect of an increase of return of capital if you always reinvest the BTC packages. That's the whole idea. That's unique, I believe, in the market. This product is unique. And I can tell you, since we came up 4 weeks ago with our Bitcoin package, we have sold over 50,000 packages within 3.5 weeks. And that's just the beginning. So now the rollout in USA and Asia and everywhere, I believe that we will make an income of BTC package purchases of 150 to 200 millions until the end of the year.
Horst, can I just interrupt just 1 second, because we've got less than 1 minute on this call, Imi. If what we could do is, the call goes dead.
Come back in again.
Re-sign back in, because we haven't quite finished yet. So when the call goes dead, guys, just re-sign back in, and we'll finish off the call. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. So, Horst, one of the things that we were talking about over lunch was being clear in terms of, you know, what we can say and what we can't say about this product. I mean, the FX is pretty clear. You're buying a license, yeah. So it's not you're in control of that, whether you turn your FX on or off. You know, because there is regulation around that, but there's no regulation around BTC. Can you just expand on that for me?
Yes, it's not really a regulation in place on the BTC or the Bitcoin market. But anyway, we are not talking about an investment. The people who are buying Bitcoin packages in our company, they are sharing our profit and trading and mining on the Bitcoin market. So it's not an investment. You should never come up with talking about investment and return of investments. You can recommend to buy packages, but please never talk about profit, return of investment, or investment at all. And never talk about sales of packages. It's just a recommendation as we are in the network marketing. That's very important.
Yeah, I think obviously most of the people on this call really need to understand that, and that's hopefully cleared it up for people. I'm going to open it up now to some questions. So, Imi, I think you've got some questions that you wanted to ask the guys. Do you want to start?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks, John. Is it Horst, is it?
Hello? Horst is my name, yes.
Horst, yeah, fantastic. Hi, Horst. Thank you very much for giving us a bit of a spiel on the business. My question would be that when somebody buys a Bitcoin package, is it backed by Forex in any way?
No.
You're trading up to that?
No. We are trading. Actually, we are selling and buying Bitcoins. That's our business. But that's not based on, shall we buy or sell Bitcoins on a personal belief. It's all based on algorithm and our software. So it's actually an automated process in the background. Over different markets, we are trading, so to say. Trading means sell and buy Bitcoins. That's one main activity. The other one is that we are trading Bitcoins again, real currencies. That's also a very profitable business. And then we are participating contractual-wise on mining farms. So we don't have our own mining farms, but we are sharing investments on mining farms more and more. This is also important, and some other things as well. But these are the main activities, and that's connected to a very complex algorithm where we always make sure that as many Bitcoin packages we are selling, we must make sure that we are able to pay out over the time period the return of capital. So it could happen that from day to day, we have to limit the sales of Bitcoin packages in order to make sure that we can pay out what we take in. So there's real money in the background, and that's why we balance. That's the main priority always. Profit against expectation of payout of our customers.
I see. Thanks for that. And can the business really sustain the 12 level deep payouts in the MLM? I'm on the MLM side because it's quite deep and it's 3%, 1%, and then 10% top. Can the business really sustain 12 level deep?
Yes, it's by the way, it's a real 12 level payout. It's a compressed 12 level payout, so that could be you get commission out of the 40th level or the 50th level, because these are 12 compressed levels. That's a big difference to static levels, by the way. It only pays out to qualify 12 levels from the bottom to the top. So in other words, it's possible to get commissions out of the 50th level if there are not 12 qualified peoples between them. That's a huge difference. The point is that that's 35% in total, which we are paying. And I can tell you, even just as an example, during the last days, maybe you have realized that the Bitcoin was moving up and down and up and down and up and down a bit more than it was doing during the last months. So it's during this movements of the Bitcoins. I mean, value up, value down. We have made some days more than 35% plus during one day with our activities. Just to give you an idea how profitable it is if you understand how to trade, not by yourself, by software, by intelligent software in the Bitcoin market. Same against the currency. If you have watched the balance between the Bitcoin against mainly dollars and euros, this is a very profitable market. I can tell you it's in such, and we expect, that's also important. We expect during the next 1 or 2 years an increase of the Bitcoin between 5, 4, and 10 times. That's our expectation. And during this time, against the currency, with an intelligent trading software, we can make an enormous profit. And all we do, we let you share our customers on our profitable tradings.
Just a couple more questions, and then let everybody else ask. So, where do you see the longevity? Where can you see this down the line? I know that you've been running the business for about 8 years on the forex side. Where do you see it another 4 or 5 years' time?
I believe that this might be a lucrative business over 4 or 5 years, but I can see it only for the 2 or 3 next years, to be honest. As I expect that the Bitcoin will go up 4 or 5 times higher than it is at the moment. And then we will see. I don't say that's going to be a business forever, especially with the Bitcoin. But if we believe the market and the market experts and the Bitcoin acceptance worldwide, I believe this can be a very lucrative business during the next 2 or 3 years, with an increase of the Bitcoin 4 or 5 times higher than it is now, in terms of all the market indicators we can realize. I don't know where we are in 2 or 3 years, to be honest, but I'm sure that we can keep this business and the payout of this business up the next 2 or 3 years securely.
I think
with this product, and I can tell you also, as we have come up with the BTC package product, we are working already on the next product.
Fantastic. Can I just come in there just very quickly, because I think that's a valid point. I think we are right at the beginning of something very, very exciting, and to predict markets and trends more than 2 or 3 years is particularly dangerous anyway. And again, this is why I like the guys that we're dealing with here, because they are transparent and honest, and that comes through very, very well when you meet them face to face, and hopefully over this call. And to predict any business more than and forecast more than 2 or 3 years is dangerous. You move with what the market conditions are. There's new products coming in, as Horst just said, and that's what makes being part of USI extremely exciting.
Very good, very good. Just last question. Can you give us a bit more information about the owner? Where's his background?
Okay, that's me. First of all, I was making during the last 15 years my money with I brought 3 times a company to the stock market, and I earned dozens of millions. I'm financially independent, and I'm doing real estate investments since the last year, and I'm excited about the idea of the company and the product and the market. That's why I'm investing my time and being part of the management of the company. And then there is our development team. Since 10 years, a development team that doing nothing than Forex trading software and all these things. That's Chuao, who's part of the company. They are genius, and that's maybe the main reason why I'm here, because I was investing money myself during the last 4 years, and I had the experience with the software at all. And I was so excited, and I was the one who came up with the idea. Why don't we come up with a software for almost every investor, not only 50,000 euros upwards? I mean, a software that's affordable for every person, and so that everybody's able to trade. So then there is Ralph. Ralph is also financially totally independent. He lives in Brazil since many years. He has made his, during the last 5 years, his money with trading companies and trading by himself. He's the trading expert. He's a trading genius part in our company. And then it's Mike. I mean, I don't know if you have heard about Mike network experience, but he was always the top earner of all the companies. He was with Monavi and European leader of whatever, Talk Fusion, sales manager, and so on. I think we are a perfect team. Every one of us is financially totally independent, and we have so many strong leaders in Europe and in Asia now and in US. This is going to be a huge success story, I can tell. And I can tell you a secret as well. As I am the going public expert, that's really more or less a secret. We will bring this company to the public market within 2019. That's our idea.
Okay, Mike, appreciate that. Thanks very much. I just wanted to ask a couple of questions from my two leaders from Dubai and Pakistan. Pakistan, we've got 220 million people there. They all know about Bitcoin. So would you mind if I ask Vaseem a question? Because he's an IT guy from the UK, but has settled in PK. So can I ask? I'm just going to mute him for 1 minute. Vaseem, hi, it's Cynthia. Is you okay? Yeah. I'm sorry we couldn't meet in Germany, but yeah. Do you have any questions? Because I know a lot of them are going to come in, so I'd rather get you out of the way.
The only questions I've got, I mean, I haven't been looked the previous screenshots of the presentation that you sent out. So one of the things I looked with the software trading, there was a floating balance of whatever X amount. So I just want to understand, obviously, when the trades are closed, when are they opening, how long are you keeping these open for? I know you mentioned a long-term strategy. Yeah. So I just want to understand that. You talked about the small steps. What are these small steps and how are they implementing to make that, big gain at the end of the year?
Sorry, Vaseem, we're having trouble hearing you, my friend, because it was coming in. What we could do is set up a call with you and John and Mike. That's okay with you?
That's fine. Sorry.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
No problem at all. So I'll let you go. I'm sorry because we're limited for time. And then hopefully we should get you a call on with John and Mike while they're in Germany right now.
Sorry, your voice is muted. You are muted, my love. We can't hear you. Also, you're muted. Sorry.
I muted it because it's very noisy here. That's why.
It's a lot noisy here.
Okay. I'm just saying I'm happy to have you in this meeting. Looking forward to see you. Sharon, where are you from, by the way?
Me?
Yes.
I'm from the UK, and you know what? When are you coming over to the UK? Because
we will come over the end of next month, so we are there for 2 weeks. We will make a tour to UK and Ireland.
Well, we're very excited to be a part of this.
So we'll see you.
And we've had John, badgering me for months to get involved, and I got involved in November, but it didn't really tick all the boxes for me at the time. I'm going to be very honest with you. But the BTC packages, I love them. I love the idea. I love the concept. And also, I love your honesty that maybe, you're not sure in maybe the next 2-3 years what will happen. While planning on other things. So that is something that would... trends, really, how things are going. And
Our main focus is whenever you buy one package or 10 or 100, doesn't matter, that you will get your money back. I don't know. I cannot promise this for 2 or 3 years, but everybody will get his money back. I cannot promise that we will keep this product up during the next 10 years. I guess nobody knows where the Bitcoin business is going anyway. But our main focus, as we are a trading experience company, is that we will not take a package if we are not sure that we can pay back your return of capital. That's definitely the case.
Yeah, okay. So we are looking at around the 1% a day as your price, which is great. I mean, without being too in your face, I mean, is there any way that you would look at increasing that, or you just going to keep on a supplement of 1% a day? Is that something that you would look at, or I don't know?
No, it does not. We will keep it in a range between 0.75 and 1.25. Once we can't keep this, we will slow down the sales of the packages. So that's our algorithm behind it. So it could happen, as I mentioned.
Keep it balanced.
We need to keep it in balance. If not, we must reduce the amount of sales in order to have enough backlog to pay out the incoming capital.
And currently, at the moment, the maximum that any affiliates can have on the system is 2,000, correct?
That was just during the first 4 weeks as an assurance and experience period. It's open and until from the 1st of April on, it's open, no limits.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
It was just for us in order to find out are the balances working right. We're going to open it, so you still have the daily, the weekly, the monthly limiteds, but the 2,000s are not the limit anymore.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
And I can tell you also, we will come up next Saturday, as you are not in Germany. I'm going to tell you some secrets anyway.
So when are you coming to the UK?
Maybe I should not do it, but I do it anyway. We're going to make it easier in terms of qualification. So we will do something in our commission plan. As you all know, the first level, your direct level, is for without any qualification so far. And we will open this up now to 2 levels. So you're going to have the first 2 levels free without any qualification. In order to make it easier to find people with their 600 euros and their 3 times 12 packages, we will open 2 levels without qualification. That's the first big step. Instead of having the first level with 10%, we will open the first 2 level with 13%. So you can build your own team, and out of the team income, you can finance your own qualification, so to say. That's the idea there.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
And once you have reached your 2,000 packages, guess what happens?
What?
You're going to have a company car. We will pay from 2,000 packages upwards, 800 euros per month for a company car.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Amy will be after that car very soon.
and since we have no limits in packages anymore, the next car, a bit bigger, with 5,000 packages, is 1,600 payment for a car each month.
Oh wow! This is incredible.
I'm going to buy him. I'm going to buy him another drink, I think, because he's spilling all the beans.
Oh my goodness!
And by the way, Pesa as a payment method is integrated since this morning as well.
This morning.
Pesa.
Yay! Wonderful.
For all payments and all payouts, Pesa is integrated now.
Oh, that is phenomenal.
Do you know what? He wasn't going to say any of that, and then Sharon comes on the call. I'm not saying it's a woman.
It's a charming woman,
Yeah.
Horst, clearly you've never met Sharon.
Well, you know what? All us guys on here, Horst, Lee and John and Amy and myself and Andy and many others on the call, we are very excited, and people are taking the time to realise what we've got here, Horst, and I think that's, me and John was talking yesterday about it. Many people are kind of like sat on the back burner and wondering, what is this? Something unique, and I just think it's incredible what you've brought to the table. I really do, and I know this call is recorded.
The intention was it must be efficient and easy and a chance for everybody to make real money, not only promising, you know.
Can I butt in? Sorry, can I butt in before I take my dog out because she's getting restless?
Okay.
Hello, hi Sharon. Is it really worth? I am on talking about large cars and things. I am very, very low income. Is it really worth me coming in with literally about all I can afford is €100 worth?
It's always worth, even if you buy only one package, because you have the chance to convert €50 into €70. I mean, it's within time 40. So if you do have this money left, you know, if you can, keep it away for 140 days. I guess it's good. But keep in mind, it's gone for 140 days.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going out with the dog. She can't hold it. And thank you very much. Okay. I'll be speaking to you, Sharon. All right?
Yeah, excellent, Julia.
I'll be in touch. Okay.
Can I ask a question about the?
Hi, Charles.
Yeah, hi, Sharon. The second level is now open. What percentage are we talking about? The second level?
3%.
3%. So the first level is 10%, and the second level is
exactly.
3%. Excellent.
Yeah. The idea was because we had some situations, so to say, in Asia. People said, "Okay, it's hard for me in my environment to find people." I mean, I have to invest by my side €600 for the agency license or forex software within the first year, and then I have to find 3 people. They also have to invest €600, and that's a bit hard and difficult. So now our idea was, instead of finding a different way for open 3 levels forward, we just said, okay, we open 2 levels. You can build your own small team, and then you make your investments out of this. That was the idea behind it.
That's brilliant. And you said when you get to £2,000, you're going to be entitled to a car. What car are we talking about then?
We are talking about the definition of a car, because we are only paying the money, €800. But it has to be a car not older than 1 year, 4 doors, and we need to see the contract of the car. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Horst, can I ask you, is that globally, the car option, or are you restricting that to Europe?
It's globally.
Okay.
We play it all over the world.
It's globally, apart from in California, I thought you said, Horst.
Love you, John.
Yeah, and I understood, as we are talking about a Mercedes E-Type in Germany with the €800, and the next half €1,600. I understood in the USA it's a bit more than only a small car for €800 a month.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, car prices here are pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
And is the level 1 and 2, is it starting from 1st of April?
Yes, starting Monday.
Okay.
Oh, actually, we'll open it tomorrow.
Okay. Because I already have people who joined last week, and they're on the level 2. So as from April, if they buy, I'll be entitled to it.
The level is open until tomorrow. Saturday it's open. So
thank you.
It's still the same qualification. The only difference is that we open 2 levels.
Yeah, Horst, I have a following in Dubai, and we've got a leader on there, Anthony from Dubai. Do you have an office in Dubai? Is that right?
We have an office, but I can tell you we move into our bigger office within 6 weeks. We just have bought an office, not rented, bought one, and we will move into the new one in 6 weeks.
Okay, will that be in Dubai too?
In Dubai too, yes. And it's a nice office building, and then we're gonna have some support people there, and some bookkeeping people and so on. And our director, by the way, we do have a director in Dubai, and then we also have meeting rooms there.
Fantastic, Anthony. Have you any questions from Dubai?
Again?
Not at the moment. It's just absorbing all the information.
Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I've got a quick question, if I may, if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Amy?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
You can? Okay, thank you. Okay, so my name's Paul. I'm just signed under John and Grant for your information. I've met with Amy and Sharon in the past through previous ventures as well. But just one question I'm asking, because I've literally just had a message through from people in my team, in my USI team.
when it comes to qualification, can you mix licenses with the 12 packs? And what I mean by that is, if I have a license as an example, and one of my members also has a license, can she then introduce 2 other members that have 12 BTC each, and that qualifies, or is that an absolute no?
No, it's an absolute no.
Okay, so it's either or.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, gentlemen. It was a pleasure for me to participate. If that's it, I'm happy to hear from you again, but I think I have to go out now because I have some additional meetings here.
Of course, that was brilliant. Yeah, thanks very much.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, and I hope I will see you soon in UK.